Hello. Thanks for being here on Throwback Thursday, December 21st, 2017. Steve Sipress here, Rhino of the Day, in honor of Old St. Nick's coming down the chimney pretty soon with the toys for the girls and boys. We have this stuffed toy, Rhino. And how do I know that this is a rhino, you may ask? Well, silly, look at the tag. It says right there, Rhino. There you go. So actually 2 rhinos in one today, because we not only have, hey, Jared Dog, we not only have the stuffed toy rhino, which is kind of cool, plush, very cool, very smooth toy, but we also have a rhino right there on the tag. So the realistic rhino and the toy rhino. Oh, and 2 more rhinos on the inside. So we have 4 rhinos of the day today, as it tells a little story about rhinos. So that's the rhino of the day. And now for a trip down memory lane, pre-social media style. Do you even remember when people actually took pictures with these things called a camera? Camera, what? Say that to kids these days. They're like, camera, what? Yeah, of course I got a camera. It's right there on my phone. Like, no, but we actually had a camera. And then we actually, took pictures. Then we actually printed them out. Like, hey, thanks for the likes. Like, now I'm looking like, let's share. It's Christmas is coming up on Monday, like in 4 days, and see how I did that math. And so, let's share some old Christmas pictures. Like, where are they? They're all on Facebook and that's what you do now. People take the pictures and you just put them up online. So, hey, thanks for all the whatever's going across the screen there. Thank you. So you can see those anytime. I guess you can click on my Facebook and you can go back through the photos and you can see photos of Christmas from the last few years. But I got some photos of Christmases past. And so let's take a look. Check, first of all, again, for you kids at home, this is known as photo paper. There used to be a company called Kodak, and they actually made, and that's what it says right on there. Check it out. That's Kodak, tough to read, Kodak paper. Kodak was a company with tens of thousands of employees that was displaced by a company called Instagram with 8 employees that suddenly became worth more money than Kodak, which had been around in Fortune 500 company for decades. But I digress. That's a business lesson in and of itself. All things change and whatever. We're right here on Facebook Live, for instance. If you think Facebook is going to be around forever, you got another thing coming. Well, it's likely that in 5-10 years, there's no people go remember Facebook? Remember that thing? It's not going to be around. So take advantage when stuff is around. And if you got an idea of how to make money, take action as quick as you can before that window closes and it's no longer a good idea or somebody else did it or whatever. I've made all those mistakes throughout my whole life. I've been slow to act and someone else did it first, or the whole opportunity went away. So that'll be it for the business lesson. And let's get right to the Throwback Thursday in the joyous holiday Christmas spirit. The first one I'm showing is a photo of my beautiful wife Michelle and I, and this is at one of her, I recognize that corner from her aunt and uncle, their home up in Wisconsin somewhere. And there we are around the Christmas time of year. You can tell because I'm wearing the Christmas sweater with the green turtleneck shirt. You see what I did there? The green and red, which I think I wear those once a year. And we're next to some kind of Christmas horse, something, what carousel type of thing. But anyway, that's a throwback. It has some printing on the back. No, I can't. What? No. I don't know if you can read it, but it says 98. Oh, yeah. It says 98/04/22. As if it's the year 1998 and it's April 22nd. Well, first of all, we know it's December. Second of all, I didn't even meet my beautiful wife, Michelle, until 2001. Yeah, 2001. So what are you talking about? This photo could not have been, other than if it was taken by Jacob Marley himself, from 1998. So I don't know what that means on the back, but unfortunately don't know the year of that one. Here's another one. And again, I don't know what year this is. And look, it says on the this one is 98/06/22. It's amazing. This is from June 1998, supposedly, but no, of course not. And this is taken in, I believe, her parents' home. Hey, thanks for the likes. I believe this is her parents' home. Again, we're sitting around the holiday dinner table, and the reason I know it's the holiday is, again, I am wearing the green Christmas sweater with the Christmas tree in the background. Two ways you can tell. And this one I know is from our home in Inverness, Illinois, that we lived in for about 15 years. And this is on our front porch. And there is, I loved the mechanical snowman that we got from Costco, that you plug him in and he skates back and forth, and the lights go on. And I loved it, even though it's in the front of the house, so we could technically never really see it ourselves, unless it was one of the 17 million times a day that I had to walk the doggy. And then I loved seeing it, and I loved pulling up in the car and seeing him, because we had it on a timer. Now you can see the plug underneath there, underneath where it's plugged in with a timer, and so he would go off at dark, and I would come home and see our friendly, Michelle always just humored me with that one. We got him at the Costco, and I was like, I got to have that silly, ridiculous skating snowman. And she was like, what? And then as it got on in years, it would make noise and squeak, and so we couldn't see it out in the front of the house, but we could hear it. It was like watching the movie, and if the scene got quiet or something, you could hear like screech, screech. And then he just suddenly stopped moving at all, and I, not being Mr. Mechanically Inclined, could not figure out how to get the thing going again. And I think we still put him out for a year when he couldn't move, and then finally, the lights didn't work, and finally, my beautiful wife Michelle was like, enough of the ridiculous snowman already, and the snowman went away, but not before we immortalized the ridiculous mechanical snowman from the house. Okay, this one is, oh wait, let me guess. Yes, it's from 98, 04-23. How did I guess? This one is on the couch at my beautiful wife Michelle's parents' home. You see the Christmas tree there on the side, and now we are done with the presents, I'm guessing, and I'm wearing a hat that must have come as a present, and I am reading through some kind of a book of something taken out of the sock. There's my big, humongous Christmas sock that I shared last Thursday on Throwback Thursday. I showed that sock, which is right now there up on the wall of my office. And I was digging in there for the extra presents you get and hoping there's no coal in there and all that kind of stuff. And so that takes us back to, we don't know the exact year. Oh, look at this one. Wow. So here's the deal. And I recognize this is at the childhood home that my beautiful wife Michelle grew up in. So her parents' old home in Milwaukee, Wisconsin. And get a load of that TV, huh? That's how you know, or you have an idea that it's somebody from a generation before us that is even less electronically, mechanically, technologically inclined than I am, that I know they could have had a little more modern TV no matter when this was taken. Could have been, as early as 01 or 02, or a little more beyond that. But man, remember those TVs? Again, if you're a youngster watching, you're like, no. And what's that stuff on top of it? It was probably like a VCR, like, crazy kind of old stuff. But look at those presents. I mean, that's a cool thing about, I love about the holidays. And this year, pretty similar. When you have a great year, and I've been, blessed and lucky to help a lot of clients make a ton of money, and the word spreads, and I get more and more clients I, say no for a living and only work with the ones I want to work with. But that allows to have a nice Christmas and get a lot of presents there. So that's kind of cool. No people in that one, though, and no date on the back to not tell you when it was taken. And then here's this one. So this one has the year on it, 02. Oh, wait a minute. Oh, well, I'll show you anyway. It says 02-214, which tells me this is likely the wrong holiday I got here. This is likely Valentine's Day, 2002, which is only about a year after, or I think this must be our first Valentine's Day. I think we met in 2001. I think we met in December 01, and this is February 02. So this is like 3 months, 2.5 months after we met, I think. And I guess those presents, which I thought when I was just grabbing some old photos that those are Christmas presents, but they're pink, and the date gives me a hint that I am off base here. Plus, I'm not wearing the typical green or red holiday sweater, and it's likely it's my beautiful wife Michelle is taking the photo, and therefore there's not a lot of other family around, and that's why she can't be in it, because that's our, I don't know, is that our couch. I don't even remember. Or at the time, it wouldn't have been ours because we had just met. So I guess that's her couch in her apartment, maybe. I recognize that lamp up there. We still have that lamp. That's up in the guest room on the dresser. And I'm sure we still have some of these candles. Where are they? Over here. Some of these candlestick holders. I'm sure we still have that. And so, but this, I thought when I picked this up that must have been some kind of Christmassy tree, Christmas gifts. But now, finally, the one date we have, and guess what? It's not Christmas. So, oops. Maybe I'll save that for a few months and do Throwback Thursday around Valentine's Day, but I'm sure I'll have some other stuff to share about that. So that's all the photos I got here. I was like, where's all the photos of all the Christmases? Well, they're on the computer. So I got them on like on a hard drive. I got them like all over Facebook or wherever, and don't have a lot of them printed out. Also had some more printed out that didn't have me, like rest of the family and stuff like that. And I'm looking around, like I know we had others. Oh, I'm gonna grab one from over here on the side. It has my mom. So there you go. I know this was probably not around Christmas, but I'll share it anyway. This is a photo that I keep right next to me at work here. My mom passed away about 2.5 years ago, but that's my mom and my beautiful wife, Michelle, and me, and our beloved doggie, who passed away about 1.5 years ago. And there's proof that that is in our home with the snowman outside. And I don't know if it's around the holidays because that's not a Christmas tree back there. But where is it? Look at that. There it is. That's a camera, folks. That's what I was talking about in the beginning. That's an actual thing called a camera. That I guess we were now taking this photo maybe with my mom's camera so she could have one for herself. And we had already taken one. I took one with my camera. And so, lo and behold, this is probably, about 15 years ago. And there's an actual camera and also an actual camera taking the picture. So I keep that up because there is one of my favorite photos with my mom and with my beautiful wife, Michelle, and with our doggie, Emmanuel. And so that's it for Throwback Thursday. Oh, Jerdog says, you had a TV like that, huh? Like, didn't everybody have that console TV? When it burned out, we put the new TV on top of it, and then that one went out. We put a third TV on top of that one, like TV Snow. And no, you did not. Come on. That's hilarious. No wonder you grew up to be a professional comedian and a damn good one at that. Like, you're kidding me. So in other words, like, by the time TVs kept going out, you're like watching TV like that. I love it. Because actually, I do that kind of stuff around my office. I use piles of books and whatever to hold up boxes of something and whatever. They're all like, things are on things, boxes and of our platforms, and like, yeah. But I mean, I never did the old TV Snowman. I love that one, and that is awesome. Do you have a photo? If you have a photo of that, man, you got to show it on a Throwback Thursday for you, like a TV Snowman. So were they like, and were they like big one on the bottom, and then like the middle one, and the that's awesome. Now that does remind me that back in the day, when I was a humongous sports fan and had my fantasy sports game company, I mean, it tells you how much of a sports fan I was and lived and breathed the stuff. I had multiple TVs back before, but had flat screens before people could, set up. I had multiple monitors here. You could set up multiple monitors. Like back in the day, it was only, I remember seeing it like a picture of like President Lyndon Johnson had 3 TVs in the Oval Office so we could see the 3 networks and what news was coming on. I was like, I'm going to do that. And friends would come over on a Sunday, and I always had the 2 TVs set up so you could watch the 2 games at once on the 2 different channels. And then I had the 3rd TV set up, and we put a movie on the 3rd TV. And we did that every Sunday for whenever I had people coming over. So the sound was down on the 2 football games because you can kind of see what's going on and the score and the scoreboards in the corner and the time left and whatever. And the movie was on. But sometimes we would turn the sound up on one of the games because it was a really important or exciting game, and we turn the sound down on the movie. So then you had to put a movie that everybody had watched 100 times, like Star Wars, the original one, or Jurassic Park, or Independence Day, some action-filled movie that you could watch without the sound and everyone would just, enjoy it because you've seen it 100 times, or Indiana Jones or something like, that's what we would do. But that's a far cry from I never had them. I never set them up like a snowman I love it. And Dog adds in, of course, the carrot nose and stick arms. See, see, this is supposed to be my video, and this is what happens when you have a professional comedian come on and turns the whole thing from like the heck with anything Steve's saying. I'm going to make all the jokes. So Dog is making all the jokes here and says the carrot nose and stick arms screwed up the reception. First of all, I would think that the arms would help the reception because that's what we did back in the day. You had the antenna where you had to get up and twist the things and whatever to get channel 48 and whatever coming in. However, the carrot nose, that might not hurt the reception, but that would probably hurt the viewing pleasure of the family trying to watch the TV around the nose and see what was going on. But anyway, enough fun and games and enough craziness. I could stay on all night, of course, but I will let everyone go for Throwback Thursday. And I'll be back tomorrow with Foundation Friday. I give a very basic foundational tip. It's good timing that it's on a Friday, especially a holiday weekend. If you are an advanced marketer and you're really looking for the advanced stuff, well, of course, for that, contact me one-on-one. But I share a very basic tip. You can take Fridays off and go finish your Christmas shopping and your preparations and get ready for all that over the weekend. Now, I will say we did have 20-something people over here for Thanksgiving, but no one's coming over for Christmas. We're going everywhere. So we're going here, we're going there, or whatever. Wherever my beautiful wife Michelle says to go is where we're going, and we'll have a lot of fun and see all the people, and then we'll come home and we'll do our own. We always do our own Christmas present opening. You know, we bring a few presents to wherever for us, or I don't think we do. No, we bring presents for everybody, and usually there's some presents for us. But then we come home, we have our own private Christmas. We open our presents for each other. That's the way we do it. I don't know how you guys do it, but I'd love to see it in the comment if you want. Otherwise, thanks for being here on Throwback Thursday. Thanks, Dog, for adding in the what do they call it? The comic relief from otherwise people just have to watch me with the dates of my photos that can't possibly be the dates of the photos. Who knows what's going on there? And that's it for Throwback Thursday. So I'll see you tomorrow on Foundation Friday. And if you're not going to be around for a few days, then take this time to hear me say to you Merry Christmas. But hopefully you'll be with me over the next few days. I'm not going anywhere. I made a promise to you that back in March of this year, I would start to record a Facebook Live video every single day. Have not missed a day. Will not miss a day. Christmas Eve, Christmas Day, Christmas whatever, next day, New Year's, whatever. I won't miss a day. I'll always be here, and hopefully you'll be here too. And thanks for being here today, Dog, and anyone watching on the replay. Catch you tomorrow. Bye.